Yeah, $7,500 to be exact. I just placed another order on Beckett Marketplace. Since getting back into sports cards just 2 months ago, and with this quarantine, I've spent almost $8,000 on cards. So in this video, I'll share with you some of the biggest purchases I've made, the profit I expect to make and have already made on some of these cards, as well as the biggest lesson to take away, which is how we can ensure that we are staying within our budget, we are not over leveraging, and we can continue to do this at a healthy pace. Welcome back. Now let's get to work. So first things first, $7,500 can be a drop in the bucket to some people. It could be a ridiculous number to others. For me, it's somewhere in the middle. But as a certified finance coach here in LA, I help people with their overwhelming debt and understanding finances. And the reason why it is so easy to look at that credit card statement and have like your eyes go, holy crap, how much did I spend? Is because when we buy online and we use our debit card and our credit card especially, we don't feel the money leave us. You know, it's like, all right, $30 here, swipe it, $10 here, swipe it, $50 here, swipe it. Back in the day, and especially if you're younger and you never knew what it's like to use cash on a regular basis, you would have to see that $50 bill leave your purse or wallet, go over to the cashier and get back 4 singles and a couple coins, and then you realize, oh crap, that $50 is gone. Whatever I'm getting in return for it better be worthwhile. But with credit cards, we don't feel the pain. And as a Dave Ramsey coach, that's pretty much the philosophy, is we don't feel the pain with cards because you can buy a stick of gum and a Rolex watch with a simple swipe and signature. The same exact process for a 50-cent stick of gum or a $15,000 watch. That is the danger. Another danger is that if you have small purchases, you don't really feel the pain because it's like, $3, $4, $5. I bought over 800 cards. Yeah, about 800 cards since getting back in. And every time that thought process is, yeah, but it's only $6. Yeah, but it's only $3. It's the same thing as why people go to Starbucks and rack up $200 a month Starbucks bills, is because every day it's just $6. It's just $7. But over a month's time, that's $200. If you break it down day by day, it's not much. But when you look at a month or a year, you realize, okay, that adds up quickly. And that's why people get so shocked at their credit card statement at the end of the month. We also have to remember that every business's goal is to make purchasing as simple and painless as possible. Think of eBay, buy now, Amazon, buy it now, one click. Everything's one click. Your card's already here. It's already stored. It's so easy. Just do it. They want to make it like the 92 Dream Team plowing through the world. It's just too easy. There's no competition. There's no hesitation. When we understand that, we gotta apply our own hesitation, our own brakes, so we don't just click, and buy $10,000 worth of cards or $8,000 worth of cards in 2 months. Now, with that being said, let me show you some of my biggest investments. And the first one was my lot of 6 Rob Gronkowski PSA 10 rookie cards, which was an amazing investment because I didn't know he was going to come out of retirement, join my team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and his cards would skyrocket in price. So that $500 investment right there, I just sold my first card for $250. If you multiply that by 6, that's $1,500. That's 3x roughly the price, so at least 2x. So that's really good there. My second big investment was this PSA 10 Peyton Manning autograph card. I think Peyton's gonna get some attention because he's always in the media, he's always analyzing sports, and he's a likable dude, plus he's one of the best quarterbacks ever. So I felt very confident with paying $210 for that card right there. And then my last one was perhaps my ballsiest investment. It's a guy that I believe in on the Tampa Bay Lightning, Brayden Point. He's a scoring machine, he's young, he's had 3 years under his belt of just scoring goals nonstop, but he's playing on a small team and he's a bit in the shadows of the big goal scorers, Steven Stamkos and Nikita Kucherov, who have been top goal scorers for years and years, but I really believe in this guy. Besides that, lots of smaller purchases, $10, $20, $30, and really $2, $3, $5, $6. So again, it's kind of like a death by 1,000 paper cuts. What's $2 today? What's another $4? What's another $6? But again, it adds up quickly. So you just have to be aware of all of these small purchases. So if you ask me, hey Brad, are you concerned or worried that you dropped $7,500 in less than 2 months on cards? The answer would be no, because I'm in a good financial spot. I'm debt free, and more importantly, I'm going through the lens of an investor, not a collector. If this was just for my own personal collection, yeah, I would be a bit worried because I don't know if I could liquidate and get the same amount back, or if I would only get half back. But because every card was bought with a thought process of I'm buying this low and I believe this will go up in value in the future, whether it's a week, a month, 6 months, a year, or 2 years, I am good with that. Now, doesn't mean that every card will actually go up, because there's always a room for error. You have to anticipate a percentage not going up. So of $7,500, my thought process is of $2,500, or a third of it will do nothing. It'll just break even, and I have to accept that. Another $2,500 will see decent returns, like 30 to 80% return on investment, which I've already seen way more than that on a lot of my cards. And the other $2,500 will see good returns, like 2x or 3x. Now, I don't know if that's a perfect formula, but I can get closer and closer to that 2x, 3x as I go and experiment and learn what is trending, how timing plays into things, how I can cut down on costs, and all of that. So if that $7,500 means I can make $3,000, $3,500 during the first couple months, let's say the first 6 months of getting back into a hobby that I really didn't know much about, except for when I was a kid, where things have changed drastically, that's a victory. That is, that's not, it's like you go to school and you pay this hefty tuition to learn. If I can actually break even or make money while learning, that is the victory right there. Now, the important lesson I wanted to get across is that it is vital to treat this as a business when you are dropping this kind of money, unless you have plenty of money to spare, which is totally cool. But that means you have to track. I've got to track, and I was not tracking before. I was using CompC, which is amazing because it's very, it already tracks it for me, but all the purchases on eBay and Beckett Marketplace, all that, I was just kind of putting it on my card, paying off my card, and not worrying about it. So now I developed a very simple spreadsheet going over all my eBay purchases, going over the prices of what I'm getting each card for, the dates I'm getting it for, and then if I sell it, what I'm seeing. So this way I could track trends, not just dollar amounts. I could see, man, I was really on with this player or really off with this player. What was it? Is there something I can take from this and move forward with? Also, I need to know, hey, 10,000, if that's my limit, then that's my limit. And maybe once I get more sales, I could just funnel that back in and recycle that so it can grow and grow. But if 10,000 is my limit, then I can cut it off right there. Now, if you have trouble tracking your expenses and all the cards you're buying and selling, one of the best things you can do is consider opening up a separate bank account with a separate debit card, not credit card, but debit card. So you put in 2,000 or 3,000 or whatever the amount is. When the card works, you have money in there, then that's good. If the card does not go through, then you're out of money and you can spend no more. But when you commingle it with your personal finances and you don't know how much you're spending, how much you're saving, how much you're selling, that's when it can be very dangerous, especially because as we have idle time during this quarantine and as our personal interest grows in this hobby, buying is so much easier than selling. It is so easy, it is so enjoyable to buy, and selling is something that we have to just wait for, especially if we don't want to sell at a low profit or at a loss. We might have to wait 3 months or 6 months or a year, so that, if we have idle time, it's like, well, I'll just buy some more. And right now, I'm by myself here in the apartment. I'm going crazy. So what am I doing? I'm stuffing my face with chocolate and I'm buying sports cards. A very dangerous combination. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. Remember to track. Don't over leverage yourself. You do not want to be in a bind. You want to be able to enjoy this long term. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comment section below and pound the like. I'll see you in the next one.